How's it going, guys? Just making sure we're up and going. Okay. Hey, what's up, Motor Connor? You guys hear me okay? Checking out my audio here. Looks like we're going on Twitch. All right. Hey guys, welcome, welcome. Because it's not 4 a.m. Hello from Spain. Hello. Maybe I should do more some earlier streams, right? Okay. So I'm just gonna continue. Oh, great. Thanks, guys. I'm gonna continue with Ooh La La. I love that her name is Ooh La La, which is for the Retrogasm competition over on Facebook. Retrogasm competition is essentially where you take an old retro character from an older console. This one in particular is from the old Dreamcast console, and it was for a kind of this dance game called Space Channel 5, and this character's name is Ooh La La. So anyway, I'm feeling a bit off today, so hopefully we'll be okay. But anyway, I thought I'd start by continuing to create her top. Yay, Moonmix. Awesome. Let's see. Let me see. I'm also over on Facebook. Hey, Samantha. Over on Facebook. How's it going? Hey, Carlos. Okay, so let's get started here by... I'm just going to draw some topology on the surface. Oh, hey, Mike. Thanks, man. Let's see. I think what I might do is extrude this color out from the surface later. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So how you guys doing on a Monday? This is weird, streaming on a Monday afternoon. I won't be streaming tomorrow night because my kid has a thing. So I will be at that instead. Hey, what's up, Anderson? From Mexico, hello. Welcome to the stream. Glad you guys could make it. I need to hide these tanks. I don't know why she has tanks, but she has tanks. Everybody needs tanks. Oxygen. Is it? What's that thing around her leg? I think it's a garter, but I think it might have something to do with like a receiver, like a radio receiver, or I don't know. I didn't design her, so I don't know. I wish I knew. Okay, let's see the collar. Oh, Kingsley, no worries. Thanks, man. How you guys doing? All right. Looks like I have some double lines going on. What's going on down here? I don't know what's happening. I might have to redraw this bottom line. Okay. All right, that bottom line is weird. Yeah, that's so here. It's essentially it's supposed to be white, but yeah, it's a pretty small skirt. Not gonna lie. So this is kind of what she looks like. It was for a dance game in the 90s. Good times. Okay, this is where it always gets tricky. I don't know why I have that red dot there. And you guys, just before we get too into it, I want to talk to you about a cool new contest that Pixologic has going on. And I was going to share it with you. Let me find it. Here it is. And I'll put it in the chat links. And I can't put links over on YouTube. I apologize. So you're going to have to type pixologic.com/MWC. And MWC stands for the Magic Wheelchair. Okay. And it's a competition to build it's kind of a cosplay around a wheelchair. So it's basically so a lucky kid can get one of these built for him and reveal it at Comic-Con this year. So the competition, yeah, it's super cool. So Magic Wheelchair goes from April 30th, so it's already started, to May 31st. And if you go to this page, all the information is here. You can also nominate kids. There's a video all about it. And yeah, so it's and you build it in ZBrush, and here are a bunch of examples you can go see of ones that have already been built, like this really cool Mario Kart. Anyway, it's Star Wars themed. It's gonna be really cool. I'm excited. Anyway, yeah, so go to that page, check it out, learn all about it. It's rad that they're doing something like that. Very cool. Thank you, Pixologic. Super awesome. Okay, so there's that. Just a little. Okay, let's see. Now I'm gonna go like this, maybe. Oh, sure, Moon Mix. No worries. This is kind of just a guess at this point until I get it going. And I'm not really caring about the topology a ton. I just want to get topology in here. And this is having a really hard time. I'm going to turn off symmetry and just kind of see if I can get these working. Sometimes symmetry doesn't always like to play nice. We'll do a pole right there. We'll do a pole under here. Yeah, you know, it might be, actually. That's not a bad idea. I don't know if I've ever seen her like attach it to that thing, but I'll have to go watch some videos to see. Research. Hey, Seagull Rush. Yeah, I'm not going to be around tomorrow, so I figured I could do an early stream today. Well, let's see. Like I said, I'm just trying to get some geometry in here. I don't really care that much about what it looks like. I just don't want it to be awful. And it is awful. Right now. It's terrible. Oh, is it? I think Kingsley I think Kingsley just updated it. Sorry about that. So yeah, I posted on my own Facebook page the correct one, I believe, but I think it's just because I'm going at a weird time, so I kind of caught them off guard. Hey, Julie's Art, how you doing? Oh, let me check Facebook. Okay. Oh, is there lag? Yeah, Daniel, Facebook has lag. If you want to watch this without as much lag, just check out twitch.com/pixologic. Here, I can give you the link over there if you want to come check it out. If you want not so much lag, there you go. Okay. Oh, thanks. I'm doing okay. Doing okay. I'm having difficulties with this retopology brush today. There we go. Sometimes it likes to behave, and sometimes it just is kind of weird. And I think the reason it's being weird is because I have dynamic subdivisions on. So I'm really drawing on top of this low resolution mesh right here when it could be higher. Come to the Twitch side. Totally. There we go. That'll be better like that. Put a pole right there. And wow, it's putting poles in crazy places. Why is this not deleting? There we go. Let's try and redraw this. That's better. This is just crazy. Crazy today. What is this? We're gonna have to have a triangle. That's okay. Man. That looks like shizzle. Shows her right. Oh, is this thanks, Clink. Sorry, yes. Links are okay. Oh, it's a little pew pew gun. Okay. Thank you so much. Here, I'll show you guys. So I'm trying to avoid anything that's not the original game art to give me influence. I don't want to be influenced away from this, but it's nice to know what that is. It's a little pew pew gun. Super cool. Triangle polygon. Right? How's it going, Black? Hey Nate, this is just new today. It's because I'm not going to be here tomorrow night. I'm going to be at a thing with my kid, so I won't be able to stream tomorrow night. So I thought I'd stream earlier. And but thanks for that link. I'll check it out. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Okay. Holy. What is going on? Okay. You know how I can fix a triangle? Just go like this. No, that's a bad quad right there. Bad quad. Okay, you know what? This is gonna work because I'm just gonna end up retopologizing it anyway. I don't care. I don't care. You guys didn't see it. But if I get enough requests, I might start streaming earlier in the daytime if it helps you guys out, able to see this easier. Okay, let's see. I need to split masked points. Best shirt ever. Look at that horrible thing. Okay, so let me mirror it. Mirror and weld. Okay. Just dragging it over here so I can fix that little thing. Yeah, I just stream all the time, right? Oh, thanks, Nate. Let's see. I'm going to uncrease all. And then let's subdivide this down. Ah, not too bad. Not too bad. I'm glad you brought that up, Mike, because tomorrow is the last day of the enrollment. Last day, kids. If you guys are interested in enrolling, way better this early. So a lot of people here in the US are at work or at lunch during this time of day. So that's kind of why I typically push it towards evening. But this time is kind of good for me because my kids are at school. So it's kind of quiet and it's a little chill. And it's my lunchtime. So, no pressure. Okay, so that is a link. I did a webinar last Tuesday, so 1 week from today, or earlier, 1 week earlier from today. And or not today, Tuesday. Gosh, this is what happens when you stream on Monday. You just kind of get lost. Anyway, and I am closing the spring enrollment for my course tomorrow night at midnight Pacific time. So if you're interested in getting in the course this spring enrollment time, it's going to be closing tomorrow, and I'd love to see you guys in there. Mike's actually a student of mine. Save you from boredom. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it, man. Okay, let's do creasing. I can't remember which way to go. No, other way. Okay, so if you crank up this crease tolerance to 180 and then you just hit crease, it's going to put a crease around all of the openings. So then when I hit dynamic subdivisions, it's going to hold these edges and not shrink in. Seagull Rush, come on in, the water's fine. Then I'm going to apply that and then ZRemesh. Let's turn on double so we can actually see what we're dealing with. See, it's not too bad. It's not the best. We got poles everywhere, but you know, could be worse. Let's try a little ZRemesh. All right, Moon Mix, no worries. I will open it. I'll open it again in every quarter about. So I'll do a summer. We'll do a summertime enrollment. So work on the wife, talking her into it. ZRemesher. One. Let's try one. See what happens. Oh, I don't have symmetry on. Actually, I'm going to show you guys this thing that's new to 2018. So I showed this on the last stream, but I'm going to show you guys again. Underneath the gizmo, there's this gear. And if you click this gear, you have these new Remesh by Union, Dynamesh, and ZRemesher. So I'm going to hit ZRemesher. Oh, I got to freeze the subdivision levels. Okay, let's do it again. Remesh by ZRemesher, and it'll give you this box with these cones. And if you, these are symmetry cones, these colored ones. And you just pull this red one out because I want to have symmetry across the x-axis. Then I'm just going to pull on this, and this, see that little white number down in the middle? Excuse me, that's going to give me my poly count. And I can drag it up to about 1,000. Let's see. It's a little too high. So the cool thing about this that ZRemesher proper doesn't give you is it remembers where you were at. So it still remembers your settings. So you can grab this cone and lower it down to like 600 or even lower. Let's go down to 200. Yeah, there we go. Not that it's much better than what I had, but now it's actually, I have rings going around the holes, which is great. So if you like what you see, just click that gear and click accept. Now it's ZRemeshed. Easy bon cheesy. All the cones. So that one doesn't have hardly any cones. It's got just a few. All right. So now what we can do is let's see. To make her collar come out, I can do one of two things. I can either make a collar and sew it in, or what I want to do is grab this Z modeler and do an insert edge loop right here. So I have that, and that's just going to give me kind of a, it's just going to hold that neck area, and then if I hold down space on an edge right here, I can go to transpose edge loop complete. And if I click it, it's going to allow me to move that whole thing up in space. Let's center this. Turn on symmetry, make sure that's turned on. Drag it up. Cone brain. Let's flatten it out. Then I'm going to put this in the middle. And let's unhide that other cone so we can kind of get an idea of where it was. Where are you, cone? There you are. Cone collar. Conecollar.com. And I can rotate this guy. Yeah, something like that. But then I can come in here, I can hide this, and then adjust it. Why didn't it go away? Oh, it's this one. I hit her skirt instead. Okay, let's go back to solo, check it out. I can actually like, probably not. I'll just move it down. Cone color. That's probably a thing, right? Cone color. Come in here and actually make it circular. Right? Oh, that's funny. The cone of shame, right? The URL is there. It's available, guys. Don't miss your chance. Oh man, I'm surprised. Usually every URL is taken. Unless it's really obscure, like conecollar.com. I can just see all these models with these cone collars. It's a new trend. Isn't it like the fashion of the future, or cones? Every time you see like from the year 2050 or whatever, they always have like big cones on their shirts. That's how you know it's in the future. Cone of shame. That's even better. Even better. Okay, there we go. Easy enough. Now we just need to bring it out. So it's on the outside of the body. Uh-oh. Is Ash floating around? All right. Oh, funny, you guys. All right, smallish top. Cowboy and his dino. I put him, I put him on hold for just a minute, just again, just so I could do this contest really quick. I don't consider myself competing in this contest, because I really don't have time for it. I just wanted to do something for the stream. It just sounded fun, so I wanted to do it. That's why. Not a big deal, but I want to get him before the ZBrush Summit because I want to get him printed out, hopefully, riding up on that dyno, but I just don't know if I'm going to have time. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Let's get this skin color. There we go. It's a little... Now that we have our top on, we can give her skin. Never see the cowboy. Finished. I'll finish it someday. It will happen. It's honestly, it's kind of hard for me to do a long character like that over several streams. The Pirate Girl was one thing because I think she went like 13 weeks or something like that. Maybe 16, I'm not sure. But the cowboy, since he has a dinosaur and he's more complex, it just seems like he's dragging out. And I don't know how many people want to continue watching that every single week, you know? It's just kind of... it's going on and on and on. So that's why I mixed it up with some heads. And now this, you know. Yeah. There'll be one day. One day. Just going to pull this in a bit. I will finish it. He will be finished. For sure. Okay, again, I want to crease this. So that collar should pop up. No? Crease. There we go. So now it stays. But now it's too big. I need to make it smaller. Love the look of it. Oh, thanks so much. Yeah, he's way fun, and I can't wait to get him posed and actually all finished, put together. I mean, he has 2 weapons. He has bullet belts, you know. Team Fortress 2 hat, totally. That would be awesome. Go make it. Steam Workshop, go. Nate, not typically. He's a different thing for me, but yes, it happens, dude. It happens. All right. And I really want, see how this, it's very, very pinched in her middle. So I want to get that silhouette happening. Hey, what's up, my magic mustache? How you doing, man? All right. Should we start working on the head now? Probably can. This is blocked out. You know, notice sometimes I'll leave my clothing as a single-sided surface for a while, just to keep it that way. Okay. Hold on one second. Okay. Gotta make sure I'm checking Facebook. I always gotta remember Facebook. Come on, where are you? There we go. Facebook. All right. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Monier. I don't know how you say your name. Thank you very much. Yeah, Magic Mustache. Thanks so much. I'm glad to help you on your journey of being a 3D character artist. Makes me happy. Let's fill her face. Okay, let's start working on her face now. And what I like to do is I made her head separate and kept it separate. You can see just her neck. I'll merge that in later, or not. I might just hide it. But the reason I like to keep it separate, because then I can hide all the everything else. Hey, what's up? GKIRILL. What is that? GKrill22. How's it going, man? Sorry, I don't know your real name. It's going well, thanks. Okay, sometimes I like to organize my subtools from like the top down. Okay, so then I can find stuff. So for example, I'll typically keep the ruler, my ruler, which is this. I'll typically keep that on the very top, because every time you rename your tool or you save your tool, it renames the very first tool in the list. And if it's my ruler, who cares? Because it's going to rename the ruler. I don't care. But everything else, I care about. I want to have the head still be called head, even though I haven't renamed any of these things yet. So then I'll just push this this hair up to the top, right underneath the ruler. Then I'll get the head, do the same thing, right underneath the hair. Yeah, Sugar, I just haven't gotten into it very much. You know, sometimes it's been buggy for me, so I'll just take the time. It doesn't take too long to do this kind of stuff. Let's see, her headphones. Okay. But yes, it's nice to have that scene organizer. So I'll put the headphones above, I'll put that on the top. Never get lost that way. Yeah, so it's true. Like Alt click on the parts and it goes to each subtool. I always do that, always. But I still like to have things organized because eventually I'm gonna bake her to a game character, and I want it to remain organized that way. So I will usually organize it from top down, like body top down, all the way to, so her feet will be at the bottom. And then after that, I will keep my temporary files like her body block in and things like that that I'm not going to use or not going to need, but I still want to keep them around. I'll put those at the very, very, very bottom. So yeah, it does lag a little bit. I like it. It's nice. It's nice because you can turn layers off of all the subtools at once, or you can see what layers have like dynamic subdivision turned on. You can see which layers have just different things. So it's like, as a utility, it's super duper nice, but in practical use, it's slightly buggy, slightly laggy. And with my characters, since they're so simple, I tend to not use it, and I could, just because I'm A, I'm lazy, and B, I never remember to use it, honestly. So there you go. Oh, hey Malgus, it was you asking the question. Okay, how's it going, man? Glad you could join me again. Oh. Is there anywhere you can download my UI colors? Yes, there is. Thanks for asking. I actually give away my user interface and these brushes. And if you go to 3dcharacterworkshop.com, it's right above me, this 3D Character Workshop, just like that, .com. Go there and say, sign me up, and you'll get my brushes. Here, I'll show you really quick. So if you click on this sign up to be notified, you'll get my brushes, and make sure you watch these videos right here, because they will tell you how to install them, how to use them, how to use my interface, how to install it, and how to use my ruler file. And not getting anything done. And so you guys, Malachus, otherwise known as Malachus the Black, he made the Ma cut brush. He's responsible for the Ma cut brush, as well as other. If you ever see a brush that starts with MAH, those are his brushes. So hey Malachus, do you know where people can grab your brushes from? Are they still over on ZBrush Central, or where do you have them? So just so you guys know, this pinch brush is a variation of the Ma cut brush. I tweaked it a little bit and added a new icon and did some stuff like that. I need to put your credentials in here. They're not mine, so I need to do that. Remind me, because I mean, that's like, I'm gonna tweak it a little bit and call it my own. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, no worries. It's one of the best. It's one of the. So this pinch brush is not ZBrush's pinch brush. It's Malachus's pinch brush. Ma cut. And there's yeah, he's got some really cool ones. Super cool. Okay, let's see. So if you want to post a link in here, Malachus, that's totally fine to do. Yep, you can. Yeah, you can totally post a link. I'm going to actually use his brush right now on the body while I'm thinking about it. Super subtle. So I just want to get that pinch in the silhouette more. See that? Super subtle. That's part of one of the things I did was made it a lot more subtle. And then I want to pull out this so I get the flow. I really want to exaggerate that silhouette. like this. Boom, boom. Ah, I know, but I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy. I won't even say. I was gonna say something political, and yeah, I don't say political things if I can help it. Thanks. Awesome. Go grab his brushes. They're awesome. Okay. And you have some tutorials too, right? Like he did when the Z modeler very first came out, he did one of the most amazing models I've ever seen in hard surface, and he did it with Z modeler, which is a pair of headphones with a curly wire coming out. Oh my god. I have no idea. I have no idea how you pulled that off, man. I'm gonna tell you right now. I tried to get into it, and I'm just like, yeah, what? How? I think you have a time lapse of that, right? Okay. I think I'm just going to put a little bit more anatomy, because we're updating her to like a more recent console game, right? That's the name of the game anyway, the name of the retro competition. So I'm just going to change just some of these silhouettes here. Oh, the plane? Oh man. Good stuff. So I just want a subtle arc to that. Then I'll change these boots a little bit. Come on, boots, grab. Okay. Just want to exaggerate the backs of them. Then from the front, let's see, actually from the back, I'm going to make this curve down the side longer. And then I'm going to make the curve on the inside small. There we go. Just a small curve and then a big one on the outside. That's what I typically do, and then I want to exaggerate kind of where it meets the leg to be kind of flared out a little bit more. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it looks like these boots, looks like she's pigeon-toed a little bit. Pull them out. I'm just kind of whispering to myself. That's what I do. All right. I'm gonna lower that skirt just in case. Oh, you see your little cheeks hanging out. I gotta fix that or paint on it or something. We gotta keep this. We gotta keep this rated PG-13 for the kids. Looks like I accidentally added a swoop in there, so let's mirror that. And then mirror weld it. There we go. Oh, your materials? Awesome. Thanks for sharing, man. I forgot about your materials. Ma shiny. Ma shiny. Oh, no worries, man. No worries. Yep, you already saw it. It's already peeking. Peeking out of there. Hey, I'm actually going to start on it right now. The face. So somebody over on Facebook, Monier, asked about the face. When am I going to start it? I'm going to do it right now. Let's do it. Okay, let's save this. Oh, does it? Okay, let's check it out. Let's check it out. Can I do an M? Is it a matte cap? There's Z metal M. Looking for M. I'm not seeing it. Where is it? There's matte cap, matte cap. I guess I'm looking for shiny. Is it called Ma Shiny? Oh, there it is. Duh. Duh, duh. Oh, looks like I dropped it to the canvas. There it is. Look at that. Shiny. It's awesome. All right. I really like these ZBrush textures too, you guys. These ZBrush Gray, ZBrush Modeling, and these eye reflection ones. Super cool. Yeah, so I highly recommend grabbing the ZBrush materials as well as Malicus's materials. These feet are looking like they're on the wrong side. I got... See how this one looks like her left foot and this one looks like her right foot. I need to fix that before I get onto her face. What I usually typically do for material is I use Skin Shade 4 or ZBrush Paint. ZBrush Paint has a slightly hotter highlight. So, okay, I need to fix these. Yeah, it's like shine, oily, shiny suntan. There we go. Okay. Now she's looking less like they're on the wrong side. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now they're warbly. I gotta, gosh dang it. Fix the warble. I need a shirt that says that. Just fix the warble or something to that effect. Okay, let's start. Let's do the face. Let me save it before we get too much further. Yeah, just yeah, hold on, I'll tell you 1 second. My machine's being slow. Okay. So what I typically do is I work very, very, very low resolution. This looks high resolution because I have dynamic subdivision turned on, but it's really, if I turn dynamic subdivision off, this is the resolution that I'm working at currently with her body. And what I do is to smooth out the warbles, what I do is I typically use the super smooth, I guess. That's what Paul Gabriel likes to call it. And that is when you start smoothing by holding down shift. Here, I'll show you. So say I have like a bad something happening here, right? And if I smooth like this, see how if I work it too much, it goes into the surface. See that? And that adds another warble. So instead, start with smooth, then let go of smooth. And then see how if I keep smoothing, it does not depress into the surface. That's super smooth. So that's what I use to get rid of the warbles. Just say no to the warbles, people. And then hit D for dynamic and it's smooth. It's like butter. Just like butter. Magic. Yep. Super smooth. So those are the two things. Work low resolution, use super smooth. Yep. Okay. Also, Z remesh often. So if you start pulling a sphere like out into crazy places and your surface starts to get wonky, that's another awesome word that exists. Wonky. So when you start to stretch out, like the hair, for example, when I was doing this hair. Oh my goodness. Keep hitting that space bar. When I started getting to here, it started stretching out the details. Now, typically you would use Dynamesh to fix those problems, which is fine if you're doing like really loose kind of sculptural details and stuff like that. But if you're trying to stay clean, trying to stay low resolution, just Z-remesh it. It's kind of the same thing, but lower resolution. Then you can just use dynamic subdivision surfaces and it works. Super cool. Yep, warbles. Get out the warbles. It should be like a Saturday morning cartoon series, the warbles. Hey, hey, we're the warbles. Sorry. Space Channel 5, yes, over on Facebook. Okay, let's do this. Let's do the face. I'm going to do my... I'm going to do the push in the mouth trick, but... let's see. I'm going to hide everything and then just show the hair and the headphones. So then it'll be much faster. Let's get this out of the way. Zoom in so we can see her face better. We're working on her face now. The destroyer of warbles. like like Thanos. Oh, collect all of the ZBrush tools to get rid of the warbles. Low resolution. Super smooth. Gotta make that video now. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to duplicate this head. And I'm going to turn on, go to Snake Hook, turn on Sculptress Pro mode. We're going to try this out. Let's see, I'm gonna accept this. Apply. Delete lower. So basically we're going to start with a density of about this. Sugar Merchant, I don't believe that you can make that the default. It'd be kind of cool because I use that more than the other. That'd be a good thing to have. Okay, so I'm just gonna smooth, or sorry, I'm just gonna mask this out. I'm just trying to think if I want to mask out the eyes at the same time. Probably not yet. Then just inverse this and use the snake hook brush so it'll actually work with the Sculptress Pro. I just want a mouth cavity right here. It's gonna look like those cute little chibi characters. Smooth it out in there. Smooth this out. No spoilers. Sorry, Thanos has a gauntlet. Sorry if I ruined it for you. Okay, so when you Z-remesh stuff, the Z-remesher likes to put its loops around geometry that has a big direction change. For example, these lips. I want a poly loop to run around the outside of these lips. So that's why I made the mouth the shape I did, and I made it as sharp as I could because the Z-remesher is going to follow that for, I hope, anyway. And this is what it's looking like right now in the Super Sculptress mode. And I think I am going to do the same thing to the eyes right here. So, except for I'm going to use inflate, and I'm going to just reverse inflate and see what happens. It's going to look really silly for a minute. But the goal of this is not to make it look good right now. The goal of this method is to give me a nice Z remesh topology. That's all I'm looking for. And then I'm going to, whoops, just pop a nose out right there. That's it. It's going to look silly. It's going to look silly. It's going to look dumb. So I'm just trying to, I'm trying to, now everybody asks me, why don't you use Z-remesher guides to do that with? And the reason why is because They don't always work for me. Just going to be honest with you right there. Z-remesher guides are kind of a, I don't know, they're kind of a grab bag, whether they work or not. They don't, but the Z-remesher does tend to stick to very harsh angles. So if I put harsh angles in here, I'm even going to do this, then it tends to just follow them really well. Then what I'll do is I'll smooth it right back out, since I will already have the path, or the loops, going the direction I want to. That's why it's going to look silly. So even around these eyes, I want it to be even a tighter lip, bigger change of direction. Okay, so now that I have that, it looks really dumb. And that, Pradeep, that doesn't always work for me either. So I tend to do this because it works for me. I don't know why, but it does. So let's just try. I'm going to do this this version in the gizmo, and let's go to about 2000 to start. We'll see what it does. There we go. So we have loops around the mouth, loops around the eyes, loops around this for the most part. Looks like it gets a little lost back in here. Let's see how low I can go with it. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off. I like the mouth, I like the nose, but I don't like what's happening back here. And the neck is okay. Okay. So I'm actually going to delete that and adjust this back here to be even stronger. So it'll follow it even more. And it will not follow pinched edges, it will only follow raised edges. Like I said, a big change of direction. So I'm just going to exaggerate that a little bit more and try it again. About 2000. Yep, spirals. I don't really care about spirals too much at this point. I mean, there's some happening in the eye for sure, but it's not too bad. I guess I'm gonna have to deal with that. It's not the best. Okay, I'm just gonna accept it. Whatevs. So now when I use super smooth, turn symmetry back on, use not with Sculptris Pro mode on. See how this just smooths that right back out. And then I can just close the mouth. I'm kind of showing you guys a cheaty way to do it. Cheat. And you can start using inflate on these lips a little bit. Let's get some collagen in there. You need to be careful because it's kind of a rookie mistake to do is do duck lips. Like those lips that go, you know, out like a duck. That's pretty common, and that's kind of what it's looking like right now. So we'll fix that. And if you turn topological on, and you turn range to 3, and I can also turn zero paint to ZBrush modeling, it'll give me a better visual of my surface. I'm not really caring about color right now. I'm caring about the surface, what the surface quality is, what it looks like. Okay, so I'm just kind of closing off this mouth. My smooth is too strong. Then we can go use inflate again. Okay, and here's some of the secret sauce. You use Ma cut, which is pinch. Just start working that. Turn up the intensity a bit. Carl from Jimmy Neutron. Just start pinching that together, and then pinching this. I inflated them too close together, so I need to smooth it back out to give it some space. And then I can start pulling out the mouth a little bit. Okay. Like I said, I do this kind of strangely. I don't know anybody else that does it weird like this. I'm just weird. Let's see. I'm going to insert multi-mesh the eyeballs. And they're skin colored, obviously. There, done. Okay. It's good to have eyeballs in there because then you have something to kind of hook into. Let me split those off though. I want to split unmasked points into their own thing. Hide the hair and the... There we go. Now I can start forming the face. Forming the face. Let's fill these with kind of a not quite white, kind of an off-white. Doesn't matter because would you say the brush, the palette smooth brush modifiers will control the alternate smooth brush's strength? Oh, cool. Thanks. Okay. What? Okay. These are just super subtle tweaks. And now that I have those eye cavities in place, I can start pulling them out. Okay, something is off. Either my eyeballs, but I bet it's my head. So my head, it's off. So how to fix that is, see how the reason I'm saying that is because the eyeball is showing here and it's not showing here, so something is off symmetry. So what I can do is I like this side, I don't like this side, so I'm going to flip it first. Hitting mirror. Yeah, did you see that? All right. So look, this is where, if I turn the floor back on, see how it's sitting off center? Okay. So what I'm going to do is turn off symmetry, center it as best as I can. And it's better if you actually put the center, the center point on screen right. So instead of putting it right in the middle, put it a little bit onto the screen right, because when it does its mirror and weld, you get less chance of getting a valley in the center there. So and here, I'll show you what I mean. If I have that line on this side of the center line, and then I do a mirror and weld, see that weird valley it puts in there? That's not what we want. Looks like butt. So let's fix it. You put it on the... Make sure you snap to the front. Put it on this side of the line. Then, if you do mirror and weld, boom, it fixes it. Now it's centered. Then we can turn our floor off. Now we're centered. Now we can turn symmetry back on, and we're back in business. There we go. Okay, she's got gargantuan eyelids. That's a word. Gargantuan. Super sultry, whatever you want to call it. Her eyelids are pretty high, and her where the back of her eyes are pretty far, they're kind of high, like elf eyes, if you want to call them elf eyes. Okay. One thing I like to do is just kind of pinch down here too to give her some lower eyelids. Otherwise it looks like the eyes will look like a button. Like you know, like a shirt button that's been, it's kind of tight and it's pushed down into the cloth, so the cloth is kind of coming into the button like that. If you don't get a lower eyelid in there or an upper eyelid in there, the eyes kind of start to look like a button that's been pushed into cloth. And that's something you want to avoid. And you avoid that by giving her eyelids. They're quite large, kind of like Jessica Rabbit eyelids. She's got some of the biggest eyelids I've ever seen. That's another character I have never gotten back to, is my Jessica Rabbit. Oh, I should do that sometime, huh? Then I'm paying attention to the space between the eyes and the eyebrows. Okay. With lower eyelids, though, you need to be very, very careful because that will age them up very, very quickly. Very quickly. Okay, let's start getting a better head shape here. So she doesn't look so alien. You've never seen me without my hat? My hat's my thing. I have no hair under there. It's a rare sight. Those lips are looking funny. Let's pull them back. So they actually match her head. Well, I guess they're more matching her teeth than her head. There we go. Then let's get this line happening. Hey Babu, how's it going? Yeah, I'm sculpting early today because I'm not going to be around tomorrow night. So this is kind of a makeup session, if you will. But instead of after, I'm doing it before. I'm not going to be around tomorrow night because my kid has a program that I'm going to go watch. So I will not be around. Lips are looking weird. Valley of the Suck, people. We got to go through the Valley of the Suck first. Okay. I'm not giving her ears since her ears are underneath the headphone. So she's going to look strange for a minute too. Yeah, Mark, since I'm streaming early, that's he was the last one to stream last night. They just didn't get a chance to update it saying it was me, so it's an off schedule thing. Sorry about that. Tomas. He's awesome though. You should check his stuff out. Okay, let's start shaping that face better. Give her some cheeks. And let's turn on her hair and stuff just to kind of see where she's at. Yep, that's where it comes from. Yep, Ryan. It's Ryan's saying for sure. Ryan Kingsland. He came up with the Valley of the Suck. I love it because it's true. I can only remember like one model of mine that just happened to work out, that I didn't have to drag through the Valley of the Suck. But every single model, it has to happen. Okay. This is, I love working low resolution like this, because it's very simple. Well, simple is relative, but it's easier to edit stuff when it's low resolution like this. Instead of taking it right to Dynamesh, you know, like I can make this nose whatever shape I want very, very easily without too much effort. And it's really easy to smooth things out and keep things clean. Hey, Pomo, I have no idea what you're trying to say there. This is a English stream, so apologize for that. I can't understand. Okay, let's see. Her cheeks are a little chunky. Let's see. That's the hardest thing to get right, is the 3/4 view of her cheeks. Low poly? What did I say? Did I say high poly? I meant, yeah, I love working low poly. Did I say? I don't know if I said high poly. Sorry about that. Okay, now let's give her a forehead. Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're gonna go through it regardless. Did I say low? Okay. She needs a much higher forehead. Much higher forehead. Yeah, look at that. Let's give her a forehead. Gigantic head. And I need to fix her jawbone, her jawline. And that's another thing you can do with this low, is just kind of use that pinch / maw cut brush and just run kind of a bead along there, and then you can tell where you can adjust from there. Like this chin can come out. This needs to go out, this needs to come in, out, in. Forehead out. days that you try and pull them out of the valley. I'll save you. Lower that. A little bit of a Michael Jackson nose happening. But I tend to poof this area out. The eye meat. Okay, let's dip this in. I want that dip, but I don't want the dip between the nose and the lips. I typically like to keep that smooth. Yeah, a bit. I want her lips taller and squished in more. She has some big lips. Geez, ooh la la. Pradeep, how do I feel when my students get a job at some fine studios? I feel successful, man. That's the goal, right? That is the goal. It's happened to a few. I'd like to think I was a small part of that, helping them with their learning. Okay, let's see. Okay, now that I have that, I would like to make the jaw a little smoother. Smooth this out. There are actually some people that have come to me, some studios that have come to me, and asked if I could post their jobs on my community board just recently. So, like, yeah, if it's a legit job, yeah. Oh, hey, Dr. Zenith. Right on. Well, I'm glad you could make it. Okay, let's start. I actually want those eyelids bigger. Even bigger. It's part of what makes her her, right? Giant eyelashes. Giant eyelids. Okay. Oh, thanks, Pradeep. I appreciate it. Okay. All right, let's get some eyebrows and eyelids on there. I keep saying that, and then I see something, and then I want to shape it some more. I'll pull her brows down, and I want to peak them right here. It's a combination of things. Like I said earlier in the stream, it actually started out as a Ma cut brush, and Ma is short for Malachus, and he's actually in here watching right now. I think if you're still here, Ma, say hello. Malachus. So Malchus has been a member of the ZBrush community for a long time, and he's made some fantastic brushes, and he's actually the guy who inspired me to try making some brushes of my own, because I used them so much. And so that's what it started out as, and then I did a couple tweaks and made it a little more subtle and made a new icon and stuff like that. So yeah, it's cool. Hello. Still here. Did I do the Infinity Venom toy? Yeah. So I modeled the initial Venom, and then, but I didn't design him. That he was actually designed by some other people in the studio, and he was posed by other people at the studio. So, but I modeled the initial T-pose for him. Yeah. Where can you find the tools? So, yeah, Mach Cut's great. So you can get my brushes here, the ones you see at the bottom, all the weird icons that are not like this one, all these kind of squarish icons. Those are my brushes, along with this hard paint and soft paint brushes. You can get those over at 3dcharacterworkshop.com, and that's my page. I also do an online course, and it's actually open for enrollment right now, and it closes for enrollment tomorrow, even though the front page says it's not open right now. I send out a courses open to my emailing list, and so if you sign up right here, you will be put on my emailing list. And there's Malachus brushes, and here's my homepage. So if you sign up right here, you'll get my brushes and my user interface, and watch these videos to learn how to install them and use them. And these instructions are for 4R8, but I give you instructions on how to install them for 2018 in a document that comes with the new brushes. So this is my page for my online course. Here's a bunch of student work right here, and you can come up here and you can look at the blockout gallery and the high-res gallery right here. And I have a blog, and I do student challenges, which are really fun, and which I'm going to be starting another one up at the end of this month, starting of next month. Anyway, it's really not Magic Mustache. It's just a matter of tweaking everything. So anyway, I can show you guys, if you want to know, I can show you a link to the enrollment page, and it closes tomorrow. So I'm going to put that right here. That's how you can enroll right now, and it's open until tomorrow night at midnight. And you can watch that video. This is a webinar that I did last week for everyone. If you missed out what the course is all about and all that kind of stuff, you can watch that webinar back. And you can wait till the stream's over if you want. It's just it'll be there. So, and I can't post links on YouTube, sorry. So I'll peek this down right here so you guys can look and type it. So if you can see that top right. Okay. So that's the link to my enrollment page. Also, I want to tell you guys about a really cool challenge or contest that Pixelogic's doing. Okay, so Pixelogic is doing this magic wheelchair contest. It's super duper cool. It's charity driven. It's for kids in wheelchairs. You can go in. Here, let me pull that down. Yeah, no worries. So you can design kind of a cosplay wheelchair for somebody in a wheelchair, and it's Star Wars based, as you can see, like these really cool TIE fighters and ships and stuff like that. And you can design them in ZBrush, and they'll print them out, and they'll give them to a lucky winner kid, and he will reveal it at the Comic-Con this year. Super cool. Magic wheelchair. You can go to pixelogic.com/MWC, which stands for Magic Wheelchair. Check it out. It goes from April 30th to May 31st. And you can see all the details, and Thingergy is actually going to build it, I believe, along with some other people. So you can also nominate someone you know, and there's a video talking about it right here. So if you're interested in that, check it out. Here's the contest details. Super fun. Super fun. Okay, so here, I'll move that link. Hope you guys got it. There we go. All right. Appreciate it, you guys. Yeah, I'd love to see some of you guys in the course. It's been awesome so far. It's been so it was a year. I've had it open for a year on May 4th. May 4th was my anniversary of it, and yeah, I couldn't be happier. Super cool. I could not have done it without the amazing students and their hard work and hard effort, and yeah, because if it was just me, there'd be nothing done except for the course. It's all the hard effort that goes into the results. And the results speak for themselves. It's so good. Okay, let's do the eyebrows. Boom, eyebrows. I love how fast that is. I'm gonna snag the color from these. And I like to make sound effects when I'm doing it. All right, so let's go tune these now so they don't look so robotic and awkward. And I also like to split unmask points. Let's turn off the hair so we can actually see what we're doing. Okay. I don't like these quite so thick. And I'm going to turn the crease off this top so they're a little softer. There we go. Much softer. And then they're still kind of thick back here. Make sure these are straight. And then I got that change of direction. There you go. And we'll do the same thing with the lashes. These are some huge lashes. Oh, subdivision levels. Why did this get subdivision levels? I must have hit Control D or something on accident. So they typically do not work with subdivision levels. And they go all the way down to here. Typically eyelashes don't go all the way down to the tear duct. But this one does. Okay, now with this one, instead of adding thickness, I'm just going to turn my draw size down to 1 and tap on the surface, so it gives me just a single-sided surface. Then we will split unmask points. And we go down. If you hit the down arrow, you go down to where they are, because they're easier to edit when they're single-sided than if they have thickness to them. All right, am I missing chat? Okay, gosh, you guys. I was missing chat for a second. Okay. Let me look, make sure Facebook isn't going off. All right. I'm going to reload this page. I don't know what's going on. Sorry, Facebook. Where did it go? I don't know where it went. No, I'm doubled up. Hold on. Where did it go? I don't know where it went. Sorry. Now it's got duplicate audio. Oh, there we go. Okay, got it done. Okay. Cool. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. Now, if you go to draw size of 1 with move, it's actually going to move your entire object. So if you ever do that and you're wondering what the heck, why is it moving the whole thing? It's because you're at draw size 1. And sometimes it can be a good thing, but sometimes you're like, why? I didn't want that. Do not want. Come on, grab it. Also, sometimes topological doesn't like things that are single-sided. So just go ahead and turn that off. Oh, hey Moon Mix. It's going great, man. Thank you very much. I have not announced it yet. I need to finish it first. So I haven't talked about it yet. I will eventually when it's actually a thing. Somebody asked if I'm ever gonna do the finish the cowboy, and the answer is yes. Just a matter of time. Like I said, I think a lot of people get bored of watching me work on the same character week after week after week. So I like to mix it up and try and maybe finish a character in 1, 2, or 3 sessions maybe. Turn this up like this and pull it out. Hey Mike, it's funny you guys, I haven't hooked it up again. It's still just sitting here. I haven't had time. I'm horrible. Horrible. It's like sometimes I just need to get in here and get some work done, and I don't have time to dink around with stuff. Sometimes when I'm between contracts, I have time to mess around with that stuff, but right now I'm kind of overbooked. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just kind of overbooked myself, so I haven't had time to do much but do work between the course and contract work. Okay. But yeah, it's going pretty good as far as the contract work goes. Eventually I'll get to the remote thing. I'll probably have a new Cintiq by then. I'm kind of wanting that new 4K 24-inch, even though it's smaller than this 27-inch. The color depth is a little interesting to me. I want to check it out. Okay, why is this one? There. Okay. Let's add some thickness on here. I just do that with a Z modeler. Polygroup all. Okay. Now this gets kind of tricky. Oh, you have a Pro 24? Are you like one of the new ones, the 4K ones? I didn't think they were out yet. Did you sneak one? Or is it from like the last year's model? I'm interested. Actually partial. I had a 24 HD before, a non-touch. Yeah, there's the little tree. Lives right there. Happy accident. The non-touch came out last month? Where have I been? Dude, you gotta message me a link, would you? Please? Oh, really? Yeah, I don't... Well, actually, I haven't had any color issues with this one. I just heard the color is slightly better in the newer ones. I just like to make this kind of a wedge that shrinks down to nothing when it comes down to the tear duct. Like that. And then get rid of this top crease. Okay, come on. Get in there. I need to uncrease this line right here. The reason I make a wedge like this is if I ever want to print it for mass production, it'll come out of a mold. It's just, I don't have to do it. It's just a habit now. I don't know why. It's a habit. Okay. Oh, hey, what's up, Scott? How you doing, man? Thanks for joining me. All right, let's do crease, decrease. There we go. Okay. See, those eyelids can still be bigger out here, I think. And the eyelashes can be not brown. Let's make them black, but not black. There we go. So they look black, but they're not solid black. Rest that down. All right, T, no worries, man. Thanks for checking it out, though. How's the canvas? Does somebody have a canvas? Oh, you have a canvas. How do you like that, Malchus? Sorry, I haven't been keeping up with chat for a little minute. Is it anything like a Cintiq? Like, how does it feel? I'm totally curious about that. Oh, it's 2 in the morning. Yeah, no worries. It's awesome, is it? Right on. So is that the one with the machine built right in to the screen, or do you have a separate machine? Hey, what's up, Mike T? How you doing, man? If you're still here. He's over on Facebook lurking. Mike Thompson is he's another streamer on here you guys should check out. He does amazing stuff. Amazing, amazing. Okay, let's see what that looks like with the hair and whatnots. Coming together, I think. Let's get some more color in there. Should we, shall we? Get that nose shape better. Come on. Let's see. No, Canvas is made by Dell. So Dell computers, they have a screen like a Cintiq, but it's, you know, use a pen on it. I don't know how, like if it has tilt, how many pressure levels it has. I don't know any of that stuff. I played with it at the Microsoft Store, and that's about as far as I got. Okay, I'm gonna mess with some colors here, see what we can do. Hopefully it won't start looking like a clown. Now, I'm still painting on super low resolution, so my model really looks like this. Really low. I have not subdivided it yet. So doing poly paint is a little bit of a challenge when you're working this low, because poly paint is based on how many dots, how many vertices you have on the surface. And if you don't have that many, then your color is gonna be soft, like that. So if I was going to actually do color for real, that's when I would subdivide it. And I still need to put lower eyelids on there. Okay. So I can put a little bit of, let's see, the eyeliner stuff. It's like this weird kind of orangish color. You know what? I think I'm going to duplicate this and subdivide it. So duplicate the head, hide the other one, and actually commit. I'm going to commit. I'm going to subdivide it up to about 1 million. Then we can get some cleaner lines in here. Like this. And like this. Done. Blech. All done. Oh yeah, does it feel like there's distance between the pen and what you're actually drawing on? Like how thin is that glass? You know how sometimes with a Cintiq you get some distance issues? At least I do a little bit. I just wondered how that feels. Oh. If you guys over on Facebook are wondering who I'm talking to, this is also being broadcast on Twitch, on Pixelogic's Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv, is it? Here, let's see. It is twitch.tv/Pixelogic. So, yeah, if you're wanting to watch all the comments, you can see them in my chat, but the lag is, like you said, it's pretty. It's there. Oh, thanks, King. Malachus, I'm going to have to talk to you about that after the stream. Ping me. Okay. should say ping me, please. Ping? Like message me. Sorry. Like on Facebook or something. It's not what you think. All right. Let's get, I want to get the lips darker in there. And I want to fake a little bit of ambient occlusion. Let's get that dark red. It's a little saturated, so it could be a little too much. We'll see. I have to desaturate. Yeah, look at that. Boom. Super heavy. Whoops. Let's try with the soft paint first. Just kind of build it up slow. You turn off dynamic on this, and then it will go way small. Because I want to get a harder edge on here, but I don't want it like super crispy. Okay, and then gold. Okay. Whoa. I don't know when people react over on Facebook, I don't know like how long ago you reacted or how bad the lag is. So I'm like, what are you reacting to? What did I say a couple minutes ago? Okay. That's kind of light in there. Let's see. I'm going to build that pink back up on top of it. We already have flying cars. Oh, okay. Right? When you poly paint. Okay, let's get a little I want a little redness. Oh, not that much. Oh man. Paint a little bit. There we go. I need it super light. That just kind of helps warm her up a bit. So with RAM, well, I'll let Malachus answer, but it does help with rendering if you're going to be doing a lot of rendering. But with ZBrush in particular, it's mainly for it's usually CPU speed helps ZBrush and ZBrush speed. But if you're rendering with Keyshot uses RAM. Other programs use RAM a lot. Here I'm just faking A little bit of ambient occlusion. Whoa. Too sharp. Okay, what time we got? 2:45, about 15 more minutes. Okay, oh yeah, Cinema 4D would use it a lot. I have 64. I find that's plenty for what for my needs. Okay, I'm just gonna try and lay down some, well, should we do her eyes first? Let's try her eyes, get some eyes in there. She has a much bigger forehead too. I'm gonna have to work that out. And her lower face is a little condensed and her eyes are a little taller. So I'm just gonna be messing with that stuff as I go. Come on. Okay, let's check this out and divide it up to about 1 million. 700, so that's about 800,000. Let's start with like a dark. So what I'll usually do when I do eyes is just kind of, I want to say eyeball it, just to get where they live in direction with like a, you know, just one big black circle. Then I'll do the color after that. Looks pretty good, I think. I'm gonna have to adjust the side shapes more too. She has really narrow eyes and they're tall, like as far as her eye shape. Like syrup. Oh, you're funny. Early for the next stream. Yep, next week. Early for next week. Ready to go. Hey, Saeed. I usually take it outside of ZBrush if I'm doing the entire character, but if I'm not, if I'm just doing something small, I will do it in here. Okay. I'm going to solo these eyeballs. Notice how they're a tad bit wall-eyed, and that's what I want, actually. Let's see here. I'm going to zoom this right up in here, because I want to see if I can snag one of these colors. Maybe that. And then we'll see what we can do. Oh man, it's like not showing me the entire thing. It's hard when you can't, it's not drawing fast enough. There it goes. Just gotta be super careful to get it kind of centered. I typically will go high with it, like higher up. There we go. So it starts to blend this air out, and then it's heavier down here. Okay, I'm going to mask that by intensity. Okay. Go a little lighter, a little more saturated. Man, my machine's slowing down. I hope it's doing okay. There's a chance I could just blip out. I'm gonna save this. Okay, I don't know why it's being slow. It's being really slow, guys. Sorry. It's like creepy crawling. Maybe if I pull it back away from the camera, it'll work a little faster. I'm just trying to lighten up the bottom of this iris right here. It's being slow. Maybe it's because of the mask. Let's tighten it up. Huh. Not bad. Yeah, it does. It does. We'll go darker with this. So on the upper side, I like to take it a little darker, just to kind of fake a retina. The shadow that's created from the light from above, and then the highlight that's creating from the light from above. It just kind of makes it seem like it's, I don't know, paint like an iris in there, and it's not. It makes it seem like it's modeled in, but it's not. Okay, so then I'm going to take this not quite to black. Oh, come on, ZBrush. Sorry, it's having a hard time. You can do it. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Yep, deer in the headlights. Okay, so, but that's okay. What we're going to do is we're going to fill these with one of these awesome ZBrush eye reflection shaders. This is my favorite one right here. See that? Super cool. And what you do is with hard paint selected, you switch this to material, and then you fill it. And so now these eyes are filled with that material. Now I can go back to skin shade 4, and when I unhide everything else, it's got this really cool eye shader on there. Okay, so now I can go in here and adjust these eyeballs. Holy slowness. Oh, you know what? That's why. Jeez. Thanks, Dynamic. Dynamic was turned on. If you have subdivision levels and you have Dynamic turned on at the same time, ZBrush cries. And I know that, and I didn't even think about it. Make sure that this is always make sure you turn back to RGB so you don't accidentally paint material. That's why it was so slow. It's not, it didn't have anything to do with ZBrush. It's dumb. User error. Sorry. Okay, time to make her sultry. Sultry. If you say it like this, sultry, it works better. Yes, Moon Mix. Thanks, man. I think it hit your head when it hit my head. I should have looked up and read chat probably earlier. Thanks, man. Oh, jeez. Sultry. What's the difference between using subdiv and using dynamic subdiv? So dynamic is just a preview. It's just showing you what it's going to look like when you actually subdivide it. And that's actually why I have the word dynamic over here. So I know if the thing is in dynamic mode or not. But if you actually add subdivision levels to it and you have dynamic subdivisions turned on, that's kind of like saying if you subdivide it up like 5 times and then dynamic subdivision is adding another 3 levels of preview, and it's trying to show it to you, but it quite can't, so it chokes ZBrush out. So if you have real subdivision levels, don't turn dynamic on. So that's your little tip of the day. Tip of the day. All right. And her lips need to be bigger. I'm seeing all sorts of stuff I gotta fix on her. Bigger forehead. I'll actually pull this back. Reveal that forehead more. Reveal her face more from the side. We'll have to see how far her cheeks should stick out. So now that she's in now that she has subdivision levels, now I have to go down in subdivision levels to do bigger edits. And it's not smooth anymore. So there's several reasons why I leave it in dynamic subdivisions as long as I can, and that's one of them. Is I just like to see it smooth while I do bigger edits. And those are some big lips. Big lips. And then shape these better. Always look at your models from the top and the bottom. Make sure that the curvatures are working. This could probably be in a little more. Doug, yes, thank you. Thanks for pointing that out. Oh man. I've had a day. It's not over yet. Okay, I need to bring, there's like that layer or that kind of ledge of skin past the paint I don't like. I'm going to have to go in there and fix that. Smoothing this out. Let me turn it up. I like it over here on the edges, but not right in the middle. I mean, sometimes lips do have that, like if they don't quite put their lipstick on all the way to the edge. Before you leave, place the model in an easy position to make a screenshot so you can win Pixelogic Kyle in our streams announcements battles. Oh yeah. Do it, man. I've been sending them to Ashley. She's like she's been making those awesome pictures too with Kyle's help. Yeah, man. Do it. Let's see, 259. Okay. Should we reveal everything else that I've worked on so far? Let's see. Boots, soles, gloves, skirt, top, body. Yep, there's a lot. There's still a lot to do. See how tall her head is? This kind of looks like a helmet around her head. There's still a lot to do. And then her top is really short. I don't know how they did that, but we're going to have to make some adjustments. Lots of adjustments. Shorter skirt, wider body. Yeah, we got a long ways to go. Still in the valley of the suck. She's getting better though, getting closer. Here, let me pull her hair down a little bit to make her look a tiny bit better. I see too many things I need to fix. These are really small, a lot smaller than I have them. On leg proportions, my number one tip is keep the distance between the hip and the knee the same as from the knee to the ankle. A lot of people just go, nah, I'll just put whatever. Let's do whatever. And it ends up not looking correct. So other than that, you can make the legs any length you want. Just make sure the knee is in the proper location. And that will help with animation too. There we go. That helps a lot. Get that hair out of those eyelids. So to fix this head, I would actually take it into T-Pose Master and grab the hair, the headphones, everything, and pull everything higher. Look how much higher her head is than what I have. It's like clear up to here. Like the headphones, clear up to here. So I'm going to need to edit that. Her hair's clear out here and curves back in. All sorts. Anyway, we'll get to that. We'll get to it. Jersey Shore. Totally. Anyway, it is what it is for now. Like, I need to make her body wider. It's not as narrow as I have it. Make her skirt shorter, top shorter. Anyway, I could go on and on. Yeah, it needs to be, there's a lot. There's like, this is way shorter. I have two collars showing now. Let's hide this one. There we go. And her neck's longer. I need to shrink it. Oh, too much stuff. Too much stuff. All right. Well, I don't know how much more time I have for this, for the retro contest, but we'll continue next week. I'll get you a good screenshot, Mortar, of this crappy thing. It's not that crappy. It's all right. It's getting there. How's that? No belly button yet. Yep, that's the biggest thing. I need to change that right now. There you go. I could erase that. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me today on this Monday afternoon. I might talk to Kyle and see if we can get the streams to be earlier. What do you guys think? Do you like this time better? I'd love to hear about if it works better for you guys. Yeah, there's a lot I need to fix. Tolgahan over on Facebook. There's a lot of stuff. Anyway, I'm just getting there. There's a lot of tweaking left to do. So, yep, and thanks for hanging out, Malchus and everybody. And like I said, this is the last day to sign up. Well, tomorrow is the last day to sign up for my course. If you're interested, go to well, gosh, did I get it? Okay. I'll put the link in chat. This is the link right here for you YouTube folks. 3dcharacterworkshop.com/p/3DCW webinar special. Anyway, my enrollment closes tomorrow night at midnight. So if you're interested in getting in the course or watching that webinar that I did last Tuesday, feel free. Also, there are many other streamers on Pixelogic Twitch streaming channel. Please stop by and check them out. They range in everything from realistic characters to jewelry, all sorts of stuff. Creatures, super cool, and you can learn something from all of them. So I would suggest following Pixelogic over on Twitch and be notified when they stream. Also, one last thing is the Pixelogic. Let's see, Pixelogic, the magic wheelchair. So let me see /MWC. Okay, there we go. I lost it. Okay, so pixelogic.com/MWC. So this is Magic Wheelchair. It's a competition, a contest that goes from April 30th to May 31st. And what it is you can build something inside of ZBrush. They have a template file, which gives you kind of a wheelchair-ish size to start with. And you can build something around that that is Star Wars themed. And then if they choose your design and they choose a lucky kid that will get it, and it will be revealed at Comic-Con this year. So super cool contest. Really, really awesome. Thank you, Pixelogic, for doing this. If you're interested in competing, go to pixelogic.com/MWC and check it out. You can also nominate a kid, and all the contest details are here. So anyway, thanks everybody for watching, and I will be back at the same time next week, unless I'm not. if this time works out and people like it, I may change. We'll see. Anyway, guys, have a good one. Have a great rest of the day. Have a great rest of the week. And I'll see you next time. Cheers. Gotta turn this off. All right. Bye.